In this automation lab short, we're going to show you how input variables and contextual information can allow you to create reusable scripts that save you time with automation in MSPComplete, our IT automation platform. Today we're going to look at creating securely Office 365 users. Now there are two scenarios. The first one is a customer that is very local, but they want to create Office 365 users as securely as possible. The second scenario is another customer that is more global. They have different regions and they want to make sure that the users created in those regions match the location of the data centers. Now, how it's done today is that a lot of engineers will copy and change their scripts to accommodate for the usage location in Office 365. That is not really efficient. They will actually have to create multiple scripts multiple times, and they could be using their time more wisely. If you're doing it manually, it becomes even more complex because then you have to keep track of what you do, when you do it, and how you do it. And that's the reason why MSPComplete is a better solution. First of all, we can create endpoints, and let's just go into the product and show how it's done. So I have the two customers here on the left hand side, Silicon Pacific and Redwood. For both of those customers, we're going to create the users in a very similar way. So if we go into Silicon Pacific, one of my security engineers already created an Office 365 endpoint that contains the username and password to connect to Office 365. When I go to Redwood, we're going to see that a similar endpoint is available with the same information. We also have users. So in Redwood, we have Katie Snyder, and in Silicon Pacific, we have 3 users, and those 3 users are Tim Jackson, Spencer, and Jethro. We want to create all those users on Office 365 in a secure way. Now, within Silicon Pacific, those 3 users are in different locations. How do we define which location is attached to which user? We're going to use the extended properties in MSPComplete. So you see here that for Jethro, the usage location is US. If we look at Spencer, we're going to see that Spencer is a part of Germany. And when we look at Tim, we see that they're in Belgium. So these 3 users need to be created in the right usage location, and we're going to use that extended property to do so. So within MSPComplete, we have a number of preloaded runbooks, and one of them is create users. When you look at create users, and let's just go into the design mode, you're going to see that we're going to request the endpoint. That's what the endpoint that the security expert has created. We will look for an Office 365 SKU, which means which license we're going to assign. And then we're going to select which users we want to create. And the last step is actually where all the magic happens, and that's the script that will automate the creation of the users. When we go to the bottom, you will see that we get the usage location out of the extended properties of the user. That way, we can just retrieve that information, and based on the value of that attribute, we will assign the user to the right location. Now, how does it work? Very easy, and you're going to see for both users, or for both customers that are a little bit in a different scenario, we're still going to use the same runbook. So we're going to start with Redwood, which only has 1 user, and we're going to our runbooks. We click on create users, we select Redwood as the customer, and then launch the service. The first thing we need to do is select the endpoint that we want to use. So we select Office 365. You're going to see that we're not have to provide the username and password again because they're a part of the endpoint. Complete. The next one is the Office 365 SKU. Complete. Now we select the users that we want to create, complete, and now we're just going to run the automation which will create the users on the backend. While that is going on, I'm just going to go and do the same thing, but now for Silicon Pacific. So the same runbook, select Silicon Pacific, launch service, start this task. Now we're going to select the endpoint again, complete, start this task, add the SKU, complete, start this task. Now we can select all the users at once by using the top checkbox, complete, and again use the automation by clicking on Run Automation. That way you can use the same runbook no matter what the scenario of the customer is. So we're using the context of the end user, in this case the usage location, to make the script do different things. And that is it, and thank you for watching for this Automation Lab short. We have a growing collection of these bite-sized demonstrations that you can apply automation to things that you're already doing in your everyday practice with MSPComplete. Check back to the BitTitan blog to watch more Automation Lab short and episodes of the Automation Lab. Getting to the blog is easy. Go to the BitTitan website and you'll see the blog on the top navigation. Once you're there, just search the Automation Lab. All the runbooks that we discuss within the Automation Lab short and the Automation Lab are available in the platform as well for you out to try. Subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with all the episodes that we're releasing, and thank you for watching.